Hello DC fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. News I was not expecting to hear last night was the return of Ben Affleck's Batman popping up in Aquaman 2. But that's exactly what we got confirmed last night, and it's drawing a lot of confusion from DC fans going, ain't this boy saying he won out and he just keeps signing up for more? I'm going to be breaking down all those details here, telling you why exactly it looks like Ben Affleck is returning in Aquaman 2, even maybe the fact that he's changed his mind and is willing to be Batman some more down the line, along with speculation and theories to whether Warner Brothers seems to be getting their stuff together or they're just continuing to throw random things at the wall and hoping we go, I like this, WB. Keep going. Keep going. As well as don't be forgetting to let me know your thoughts on this. With Ben Affleck coming back for Aquaman 2, what it could mean with the future. Really curious to hear from you guys. Alright, so last night, Jason Momoa took to his Instagram to reveal to fans that Ben Affleck's Batman is on set for Aquaman reshoots and that he will be appearing in the movie. I'm going to kind of play a video for you guys of the situation, and I'll kind of explain what just went down.
Well, it's not a fucking secret anymore, is it? Sorry, children. That's what happens, Warner Brothers, when you walk out of your set, and there's our fans. Hey guys, have a good time. James is in. Well, we tried to keep it a secret. All right, here we go. Thank you. Oh, sorry, bro. Whoops. Well,
so essentially what went down in that clip is Jason Momoa and Ben Affleck were filming some scenes for Aquaman 2 when they walk out of set and a tour bus appears. Kind of making it obvious to Jason Momoa that everyone is about to find out that Ben Affleck and Jason Momoa were just spotted together filming some stuff for Aquaman, so he was like, might as well just tell the world. But again, this might be confusing to a lot of DC fans who have been keeping up with the news, because it's like, isn't Michael Keaton supposed to be this replacement Batman taking over for Ben Affleck? Because he said it many times in interviews, he's just lost his passion for it. He doesn't want to continue to do it. He'd rather pass on the torch to someone else.
I'm going to direct the next Batman. We're working on it. It's one of those things that's really frustrating because, like, with Live by Night, it took me a year and a half to write it and get it ready, and I worked really hard, and it's just nobody gave a No one was like, where's Live by Night?
Right, yeah, right.
Where was Batman? I keep on getting, they're like, where's the Batman? I'm like, bro, I'm working. Give me a second.
And if
Oh my God, it's such a pain in the ass. It's like every time I mention Batman, it gets this huge, clickbait. When I was doing this movie, it took me 2 years to get it together, but nobody ever asked me, where's Live by Night? They asked me, it's Batman, Batman, Batman.
Genuinely bummed that we're not going to see the Batman.
I think Robert's a great actor. He's going to be great.
He's going to be absolutely fantastic. Can you tell me what the Batman would have been?
We had a script. It was a whole thing. Really what it was for me was, and I like the script. I wrote it with Jeff Johns, who I have a lot of respect for. It just so happened that, like, I had done a couple of those movies, and I kind of lost my passion for it. You know what I mean? I kind of lost my passion for telling those stories. I got interested in telling stories more like this, and it just seemed like, very clear to me that if it's not the most important thing in the world to you, you're not going to make a very good movie. A movie deserves to be made by somebody who's dying to do it and can't wait, and that wasn't me at the time, so I moved on.
There's still a group of DC fans thinking out there that Warner Brothers just thought they needed to create a multiverse tragedy event so they can bring back Michael Keaton and get rid of Ben Affleck. Like, that was something they were kind of forced to do because Ben was like, I'm outie five dowdy. Ben Affleck has just been very vocal about fan reactions and his time on the Justice League reshoots that drove him into a dark place he never wanted to return to. But I think most recently with things like make the Ben Affleck movie trend online, people always praising him, so happy to see him in the Snyder Cut. He also seems to have his personal life a lot more in order. Congratulations on getting married to Jennifer Lopez, man. But I mean, eso es un sueño, my friend. So it looks like we're seeing the small hints right now of Ben going, screw it, man. I have the cape. I am the knight. Let me play him a couple more times. Unfortunately, it still might be something to not get all that excited for just yet. Maybe. Because if you've been following the Aquaman 2 news, it's been reported that Michael Keaton was going to have a cameo or a post-credit scene in Aquaman 2. And that was because at one point The Flash was supposed to come out first, and then Aquaman, with this new resetted timeline with Michael Keaton as the Batman of the DCEU. But then of course Warner Bros. Decided to delay their movies because the visual effects just would not have been ready on time and they didn't want to rush things. Having it now where Aquaman will be released first and then The Flash will come in later, and they looked at the movie, saw that end credit, and thought, yeah, this isn't going to make sense at all. Fans are not going to get it. We need to just replace it with Ben Affleck's Batman, because now this Aquaman movie is pre-timeline change of the DCEU. Which is also why we heard a lot of the audience reactions who saw Batgirl were so confused by that movie because they didn't understand why Michael Keaton's Batman was showing up, why the DC universe looked a little different. I think Warner Brothers was trying to test the grounds to see if they can get away with it, and they're like, no, let's put our priority in making these movies good, because if they're not, these fans are going to come at us. So now knowing that information, there's going to be people going, oh, dang, so when The Flash comes, he's still getting erased, or something's happened and Michael Keaton is becoming the main Batman. Well, look, I'm going to be honest and level with you guys, and right here, I'm just going to put a possible spoiler warning for Ben Affleck's Batman, but I don't know how much of a spoiler warning this is when Jason Momoa himself is just already letting us know what the post-credit scene / cameo is going to be with Ben Affleck's Batman, because the boy isn't showing up throughout the entire movie. He's literally showing up in one scene to set up some sort of future. So if Aquaman is giving that away, let me school you guys on something that's happened in The Flash. It's been rumored for the longest time that whatever happens in The Flash movie, even though it'll end with Michael Keaton becoming the main Batman, The Flash setting up this whole new timeline, there were rumblings and rumors going around that there was a post-credit scene with Ben Affleck's Batman who sends a message to Barry Allen from the multiverse where he tells Barry, I'm still out here, come and find me. And then it would end right there, and to me that basically sounds like Warner Brothers is trying to set up a Crisis on Infinite Earth situation, which would be amazing. This even kind of goes hand in hand if you remember when Ezra Miller posted on their Instagram and was laughing at fans who were saying Ben Affleck's Batman was going to be done and replaced after the Flash movie. That's because all-seeing Ezra knew they were setting something up for that boy to come back down the line. So what I'm basically saying is, even though we should tame our expectations for this Aquaman cameo and what will happen to him in the Flash, Warner Brothers is still setting up some sort of future with Ben Affleck's Batman, whether it's a permanent thing or they just got him to agree to one more movie, Ben. Our next Justice League film that's going to be a Crisis on Infinite Earths, basically involving the multiverse, different versions of our characters coming together and fighting. Yes, it's definitely a lot like what Marvel is doing, but if you're a comic book fan, you know there's paralleling stories, so stuff like this is always bound to happen. I think it still sounds awesome that could possibly be the future that Warner Brothers is setting up. A world where we're going to see the Justice League come together. We'll see a Batman, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton probably fight each other. I doubt they would throw Robert Pattinson's Batman in there, but like I said, it involves multiple Earths from the DC universe. This feels like they maybe have some sort of direction, but count me insanely excited. I think we'll just get a better idea once we see those post-credit scenes for Aquaman and The Flash, because for one, in the Aquaman one, I don't know if the boy's going to be suited up in a bat suit. Just from the photos that were released, I think he's just going to be in his Bruce Wayne attire, going up to Momoa saying, hey, there's a problem, we need to get the band back together, and end credits. I'm thinking that's all that's going to happen. And then with The Flash, we'll hopefully get an even further explanation. Still, this is why I throw it off to you DC fans. You hear that this is happening, Ben Affleck's Batman coming back to cameo just so it makes sense in their timeline. However, with the rumors that there is another post-credit scene for Ben Affleck teasing a future for this multiverse event with the DCU, does that make you excited? Do you think we're getting more Ben, whether it's just one movie or more? Would love to hear from you guys. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.